do this. Okay, guys. You are all going to help me tonight, believe it or not. Also, I've set up 3 moderators. They will see their names when they post. It's up to them to be surprised by themselves. We are going to do a game tonight. This is the Milwaukee Braves versus the San Francisco Giants. The date is May 26, 1965, and you guys are all watching a beta test. I got permission from Cyrus D'Amato and his crew to go ahead and beta test and broadcast what we're doing. They've made a few changes. I like them. So, without further ado, we're going to do this in a weird, different way, and when you see it, you'll understand why. Okay? We're going to go ahead and go into the start game mode. And let's announce the starting lineups for the Milwaukee Braves. Batting first, playing left field, is Philippe Alou. Philippe Alou is currently batting .279. 6 home runs, 15 RBIs. He has struck out 31 times, though he's not leading the league, not that I know of. He has been 147 true at bats. His last 10 games, though, he's hit 5 out of his last 6. If you can see this, let me see if I can got this up here. And no, it doesn't show it, you dog. Come on. So I got to fix it, see if it'll come up. Hold on, guys. Let's see if it'll let me do it. And yes, it does. Okay, so let's go and do it this way on me here, which is not the best in the world, but it'll do. But this is what they got. This is about the only bad thing they have, so I got to come into here all the time to do this. I do apologize, guys, but it'll work in the long run, I promise. Okay, this is Philippe Alou's last 10 games. He's been batting 5 out of the last 6 times. Does have 2 home runs, cut 3 doubles. Still got to strike up. He's batting .279. Coming up second is Eddie Matthews. Eddie Matthews is batting .288. 7 home runs, 19 RBIs. Last time against the Giants did go 2 out of 3 with 2 walks. Does have a double against them. He's just getting back into the game. He started back here on the 15th of May of 1965, his last 10. He has been involved in 34 games so far, though, so he's played quite a few. And again, I gotta go and do this routine to show you guys. But it's workable. It's not the best in the world. We'll have to work on this, okay? If I can do that, and we'll be all set. So let's get out of here. Go back, and then go back. There we go. This is Eddie Matthews. Record for the last 10 games, and what all his baseball stats are. Okay, but the fault. Keeping in mind, this is not a play-by-play game. Okay, keep in mind this is not an action game like Strat, Action PC, and in its own unique way. Even though it's probably the best, it probably is, and it's gonna be everybody's gonna have a hard time topping it out of the park. Okay, out of the park is not only as play action, but it's also stats. But this is one of the best, I would say, out of the top, in the top 3 industry, and I would say they're probably a good number 2, only because Out of the Park has gotten a whole lot better. This is one of the best stat games out here. This is not a play-by-play game per se. All right, it's the play-by-play. You guys know, we all know it. It's basic, but I like it. Okay, it's simple, it's to the point, and it's easy to keep score. It is easy to read. It's good for It's good for if you want to be a radio broadcaster. This face, that's all the thing I'm good for is radio broadcasting. So remember, I have to sneak up to the lens so the camera doesn't break. Batting third is Henry Aaron. Henry Aaron so far this season is batting. I'll just keep going from that, but you can see what we can do here, and I'll show you these as we go along too. Henry Aaron's batting currently .373 for the Milwaukee Braves. He has 4 home runs, 14 RBIs. His last 10, he went 3 for 4 against the Pirates, but the Giants have sort of shut him down. He's only gone 1 for 8, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Joe Torre has been catching. He's batting 4th. Joe Torre so far he's batting a little .227. He does have 7 home runs, 14 RBIs. The Milwaukee Braves as a team have bats. No questions asked about that. Joe Torre's average took a nosedive because on the 23rd of May, in an extra inning game against the Pittsburgh Pirates, he went 0 for 7. This game went deep into extra innings, and I'll have to find it somewhere to grab it. Next batter coming up is Mac Jones. Mac Jones has been a surprise to the Braves this season. He has, in his last 3 games, he has homered. By the way, he has 3 home runs and 8 RBIs in the last 3 games, even though he's gone 1 for 4, 1 for 3. He is batting .333 for the Milwaukee Braves, 9 home runs, 26 RBIs. This one's worth showing you guys, by the way. This man in this game has turned into a hitting machine. There we go. Now I'll show you this guy. I don't mind doing this. Okay? This guy has turned into a hitting machine. As you can see in his last 10 games. Okay, now what I don't have, and I think it'd be kind of tough for Skeetersoft this time without having to do a real major change. That they could probably possibly down here put the batting average and stuff for the last 10 games in here also. It'd be kind of tough. I don't want them to get rid of their pitch hit mode. I like that. It's a good thing to look at. But, you know, to put in the stats for the last 10 games. The last 10 games, like I said, this man has got 3, 4, 6 home runs in 10 games, okay? 16 RBIs. This man's just been a hitting machine in his last 10 games. Started out real weak, and he's gotten real strong. He's had 4 in a row, though he went 0 for everything. Or 0 for everything. He does that a lot. But that's what it looks like. That is what I like about this, okay? And that's what makes this game great. Batting next will be, playing first base is Gene Oliver. Gene Oliver currently is batting .302, has 1 home run, 9 RBIs. His last home run was hit on the 15th of May against the Philadelphia Phillies, where he went 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Due up is second base, batting 7th is Frank Bowling. Frank Bowling's batting .292 for the Braves right now. Went 0 for 5 his last time out against the Giants. He went 3 for 7 against the Pirates on that big game they had on May 23rd, with 2 triples. Very rare in baseball these days. Any days. Playing shortstop is somebody different today. And his name is Woody Woodward. Just started for the Pirates. Came up. He went 1 for 4, 2 for 4. So he's doing not so bad right now. Has 3 hits. Struck out once, so he's got a good eye. And the pitcher, Tony Cloninger. Tony Cloninger, right now so far this season, has been batting. He has 4 triples. Doesn't have a home run yet, but he has 4 triples so far with 11 RBIs. The man can hit. And if you look at his real life stats, the answer is yes, this man is a hitting pitcher. Which, you know, pretty means anything over 150 he can hit. Now, his pitching record, and I don't have it here, okay, but we'll show it again afterwards. He, in his last 8 games, he has basically pitched 4 complete games. Started all 9. He's had everything else been either 7 1/3 and better. The man can do it, okay? Doesn't strike, on most occasions, he does not strike out a lot. He does walk a lot, though. He has 54 strikeouts and 33 walks in all 9 games. So he's not doing bad. We'll get his pitching record afterwards. And for San Francisco, playing shortstop is Dick Schofield. He just got traded from the Pittsburgh Pirates, I believe. Hold on here. This is only his first 2 games with the Braves, but he got traded. He just recently got traded. As a matter of fact, I think I got to look at that real quick, but he did get traded. Didn't start out the season with the San Francisco Giants. Matty Lou will be batting second. Matty Lou currently is batting .168 for the Giants, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Does have 3 doubles, 2 triples, and he has been shut down by the Braves. Been on a pretty much a season-long slump. Batting third, Willie McCovey. Willie McCovey right now is batting .310. He got in as a pinch hitter on the 25th against the Braves, and he has so far been horse collared in his last 3 games. Has 12 home runs, 30 RBIs so far this season. Again, he is batting .310. His last 10 games, though, he only has 1 home run and 1 double for extra base hits, so he's been singling a lot. Willie Mays will be batting 4th. Willie Mays, so far this season, is batting also .310. He has 14 home runs, 34 RBIs. He leads the National League in home runs. He went 1 for 4 against the Astros. Did not play on the 24th against the Milwaukee Braves. Got the night off. Went 1 for 3 on the 25th. Jim Ray Hart is next. He is batting 5th, playing 3rd base. Jim Ray Hart is currently batting .282. Got a triple against the Braves on the 24th. Went 0 for 4. He has 7 home runs, 25 RBIs. Then the third of the Lou brothers will be playing right field for the Giants. He is batting .287, probably the best of the 3. He is currently on a 3-game hitting streak with a home run, 2 RBIs. Again, the 25th against the Braves. I believe the Giants won that game. Tom Haller will be catching. He is batting .160 right now. He is on a 7-game hitless streak. Hal Lanier will be playing second base. He's batting .245, typical second baseman's back then. Can hit when he needs to. Got a triple. He's got 1 triple so far this season. Actually, he's hit 2 triples so far this season. No home runs, 8 RBIs. And the pitcher, Juan Marichal, is batting 9th. Juan Marichal, this will be his 10th game. Or his 9th, yeah, his 9th game. This will be his 10th game. He's batting .087. Hasn't gotten a hit since 25th against the Mets. His pitching record, though, is different. Juan Marichal has 5 complete games. He leads the National League in complete games. Has 65 strikeouts, only second to Sandy Koufax, who has 99 right now. Sandy Koufax is running away with it. Marichal does have great strikeout capability. Last time out against the Houston Astros, he did pitch 8 innings. He gave up 10 hits, 1 earned run from 3, struck out 8. Again, he is 4-3 currently this season right now. I do not have his game record here. That's the other thing I've asked him to do here also. And let me show you guys this real quick. This is a pitching record. So let me show you what this looks like. Okay. Because I can bring up Marichal's. That's not bad. This is the pitching record. Now, what I've asked him to do, and I'm hoping you guys are in agreement when we do this, we're going to take the walks. We're going to put that as BB, bases on balls. And the suggestion is that they give me 2 more columns. So you sort of shrink this a little bit. You can spread this out, by the way. Shrink it a little bit so we can get wins and losses. I've already got saves, but wins and losses would be totally cool. Okay, and that's what I've done. So, without further ado, let's play ball here. And coming at the bat will be Felipe Alou for the Milwaukee Braves. He is currently, like I said, batting .279, 6 home runs, 15 RBIs. Marichal is on the mound. Is throwing in. This is his 10th game. Here we go. And it is a 14 coming up here. Lucky me, I had that from the last game. And Alou sends it out towards left field. Waiting for it to come on down is his brother Matty. And he makes the play. And Felipe Alou is out with a fly ball towards left field. Coming up to bat will be Eddie Matthews. Eddie Matthews, who, if you guys know from baseball history, is a home run hitter. I believe he is in the Hall of Fame, and he plays third base for Milwaukee and Atlanta for many, many moons. Here is the pitch to Eddie Matthews by Juan Marichal. It's a 44, and Matthews hits it towards our shortstop, Dick Schofield. Schofield scarfs up towards his left, fires over to first to come before the play, and we have 2 down. Henry Aaron's coming up. Henry Aaron is batting .373 so far this season. 4 home runs, 14 RBIs. Has a slugging percentage of .618. His OBP is .432. Here is the pitch to Aaron. It is a 41. And Aaron also hits out towards Schofield. Schofield will right at him. This time he's able to keep the ball, get his glove on that ground, get down quickly. Grabs up the ball, fires it over towards our man, and is out 6-3. Coming to bat for the Giants will be Dick Schofield, Matty Alou, and Willie McCovey. Dick Schofield so far this season is batting 208. And let me look at this stuff real quick. And the other fine thing I've gotten here too, by the way, and I think it's totally cool. Oh, they're not going to let me do it. Interesting. There we go. Much better. Okay. Got all sorts of neat stuff in here. Dick Schofield. I might be able to find his other team too. Whoop. Yep, Dick Schofield was a Pirate. Just came to the Giants, but he was a Pirate. And as you can see, this is like triples. How many triples has he hit? None. I've got, let me see if this is showing up here for you guys. Hold on here. I need to look at this real quick. Sorry, guys. Yep, okay. Just had to show it to you guys real quick. And what this does, and I've got, and Cyrus agrees with me on this one here. And what they're going to do, instead of having this, because this is, and they agreed it's overkill. What they're going to do is they're going to change this to have anything over equal to 1 or better, so we don't have all these zeros in here. Dick Schofield himself, though, has managed to hit 4 doubles. You can see last time he hit them, I've got them all his hits. So I've got everything I need. His best game, he went 3 for 4 on the 18th of April. I've got everything I need. The one thing I can't do is I don't want, and I really can't, is sort. Okay? The only place it sorts is on the game file name, so it puts everything back into order. Not a bad thing if I'm doing something else. But that's I cannot sort in any of these other columns. They need to fix this. That's the one thing that needs to be done. They need to fix that. Okay, it has to be done. By the way, guys, I got a few other little tricks in here too now. I have 1-run games. These are all the cardiac games, guys. I have a lot of them. As you can tell, the Houston Nationals have been in 20 cardiac games. Braves are right with them with 14. So for today's games, the Milwaukee Braves are 7-7. The San Francisco Giants are 9-6. So if this goes to into a 1-run game, we might have an advantage on the Giants. Extra inning games, the other half of the cardiac league. The Giants are 1-1, but the Pittsburgh Pirates, or the Milwaukee Braves, are 4-2. They're excellent in extra innings. The Pirates not so much. So, and they have my lead. They lead my league in saves, by the way. That's what we got. So that's where we're at. Let's get back to the game, guys. Here we go. Dick Schofield is up. He is currently batting 208 for the Giants. Here is, or for the league. Here's the pitch. That number right here. That is the league. That is his league batting average. Okay, it's not the Giants' batting average. All right, that's something way down the road to be taken care of. But right now, it's good as it is. It's a 52, by the way, to Dick Schofield, who hits down towards our third base. Eddie Matthews, who climbs right there and there towards the line, fails to grab up, fires it over towards first, scarfed out of the ground by Gene Oliver, and it is an out. 1 out to here in the bottom of the first inning. So we will call that 5-3, and we got an excellent game running here. Coming up to bat will be Matty Alou. Matty Alou currently is only batting 168, has been in a season-long slump. He does have power here and there. And this is a 35. And Cloninger strikes out Alou for his first one in the game. Coming up to bat will be Willie McCovey. Nice pitch by Cloninger on Alou. Coming up to bat. Oh, the Tigers won 5-0. Damn. Coming up to bat is Willie McCovey. Willie McCovey is batting .310. 12 home runs, 30 RBIs. He is in second in the league in home runs, behind Willie Mays. And this is a 16. And he hits it towards our shortstop, getting out that way. Is Woody going to get it? Yes, he does. Fires over towards first. Great play, Woody. Good play, kid. And due up to bat in. That is it for the Giants. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. At the end of one, we have a scoreless ball game. Due up for the Milwaukee Braves will be Joe Torre, Mac Jones, and Gene Oliver. We are in the second inning here at Candlestick Park, San Francisco. Due up to bat is Joe Torre. He's batting .227, 7 home runs, 14 RBIs. So when he hits for power. This is a 23, and Marichal got him to get just underneath the ball as he heads out towards left field. Waiting for it to come on down will be Matty Alou. And we have 1 down here in the top of the second inning. Mac Jones comes back, batting .333, has been a huge surprise for the Milwaukee Braves this season. So far, he's batting .333. Here is the pitch to Jones. The center fielder for the Milwaukee Braves. It's a 44. And Jones hits it out towards the shortstop. Waiting for it right there is Dick Schofield. Schofield's able to grab that ball up. Fires over to McCovey, and it is 2 down. That is his 3rd assist this game. He's on a roll. Marichal's getting him to swing in there and putting it out towards the left side of the infield. Gene Oliver is our batter. He's batting .302 for the Braves. Here is the pitch to Oliver. It is a 45. That will be a walk. Gene Oliver is walked on a 3-2 count. And we finally had the first runner of the game going aboard. Coming up to bat will be Frank Bowling. Frank Bowling himself is batting .292, a slap hitter so far this season for the Braves. Here is the pitch to Bowling. And it is a 45 also. And Marichal has 1 ball on him. Marichal is getting just a little wild here in the second inning. 42 is the call, and it is going to be a deep fly ball heading out towards center field. Coming after it will be Willie Mays, and he steps back towards the warning track, makes the catch. We have 3 down. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left on base at the end of an inning and a half. It is a 0-0 tie. And welcome to Sick Park AR. In the bottom of the second inning, coming to bat is Willie Mays, Jim Ray Hart, and Jesus Alou. Willie Mays is batting .310, 14 home runs, 34 RBIs. As we've shown it before, like I said, I'm not sure if you guys can see it. I know you can't, so I got to post it up for you guys to do it. And we'll bring this up real quick. I can do that real fast. I don't care. So let's do it right here, guys, just for you all. There we go. Last 10 games. Willie Mays so far has batting .310, like I said, 14 home runs, 34 RBIs, has 7 doubles, 1 triple. He did not play the 24th, as we saw. Okay. And his last home run he hit was on the 20th of May. So he's been just a little cold, not bad. He's not been cold. He's just a little cold. In the long ball department. Did get a triple on the 22nd against the Houston Astros in their game. And that's pretty much what they did there. Now, I also have the empowerment to bring back old games, but that's kind of tough to do, and it's kind of hard. I don't want to have to save this and go back and save, go back, save, go back. So we're not going to do that. Here we go with Willie Mays. And, come on. There you go. It is a 41. Up. And Willie Mays hits it out towards our shortstop. Woody Woodward heads over towards second base, makes the snap on the ball, stops, plants his feet, fires to first for the out, and we have 1 down. Due up is Jim Ray Hart. Jim Ray Hart so far is batting .282 this season, 7 home runs, 25 RBIs. Both these teams have power. As can be told here, and it's a 14 to Jim Ray Hart. Jim Ray Hart's he looks like he may have gotten a piece of the ball. Once I get the other guy to come down. And it is a fly ball out there towards left field, hanging out there towards the foul line. Waiting for it to go on in is our left fielder, his brother, Felipe Alou. Felipe Alou snaps that ball on the dive, makes the play. We have 2 down. Due up here will be Jesus. I'm sorry, but that was Jim Ray Hart. I apologize. Jesus Alou's coming to bat at this time. And here we go. Here is the pitch. It's a 64. And Cloninger strikes out Alou. That's the 2nd strikeout of the game. He has struck out both of the Alou brothers. No runs, no hits, no runners left on base. At the end of 2, we have a scoreless game, 0-0. Coming to bat for the Milwaukee Braves is Woody Woodward, Cloninger, and Felipe Alou. Woody Woodward's up to the plate. It is a 12 to Woody, and he is struck out. Marichal finally gets his first strikeout of the game. Coming up to bat will be Cloninger. Cloninger's batting .300 with 11 RBIs for the Milwaukee Braves. One of the more better pitching hitters this year. Here is the pitch. And it is a 46, and Marichal has struck him out. Marichal is starting to get his kick in finally. Hopefully he's gotten out of his wildness. Due up is Philippe Ballou. Philippe Ballou in the first inning flew out to left field to his brother. Here is the pitch. And it is a 36. And possible hit going on here. He's got something on that ball maybe. And not enough. He hits a high pop-up heading out towards left field out in the grass. Or towards right field out in the grass. And McCovey's going back, and so is Lanier. Lanier's calling off McCovey, and he makes the play in foul territory. And Philippe Ballou has popped out. It's going to be nothing. It's going to look like nothing more than a pop out to the second base, but actually could have been better known as a fly ball. And it's a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the third. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. At the end of 2.5, we have a scoreless tie. Due up to bat for the San Francisco Giants is Tom Haller, Hal Lanier, and the pitcher, Juan Marichal. Tom Haller is batting 160 so far this season. 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. Here is the pitch to Haller. It is a 25. And Haller hits out there, gets the ball out there, gets over the head of Woodward. He couldn't get his glove up there in time, and it drops on in real quick. And the Giants have the first hit of the game. A single by Tom Haller. Due up to bat is Hal Lanier. Hal Lanier so far this season is batting .245, 8 RBIs. Cloninger's in the stretch. Here is the pitch to Lanier. And it is a 22, and Lanier hits it out, gets down, gets a ground ball out there over towards right center field, gets past the outstretched arm of our second baseman, Frank Bowling. Gets in there real quick, coming out and grabbing real fast as Mac Jones. Mac Jones fires in, so Haller can't get any further. We have runners on first and second here in the bottom third inning. Due up is Juan Marichal. There is no outs, and as obvious is going to happen here, we're going to see if we can try to sacrifice the batters through. Here's the pitch. It is a 23. And Marichal hits out, bunts it towards first base side. Runners are going to be able to make it, and it comes on in. The pitcher's able has to grab the ball first. First base coming in. Cloninger grabs the ball, fires it towards Bowling. Bowling does make a play at first. Lanier will take second. Haller will take third on the sacrifice hit by Juan Marichal. And we have one down. Dick Schofield is coming to bat. The infield will be in for the obvious. And here is the pitch. It is a 12. And Dick Schofield hits it right directly over at Frank Bowling. Frank Bowling flips over to the shortstop, Woodward, and they make a double play. 4-4-6 is going to be the call on that. Schofield hits to a double play, and they pick off Lanier at second. That is 3 down, 4-4-6. At the end of 3 full innings, no runs have been scored. 2 hits for the Giants, 1 runner left on base. And we are into the top of the fourth off a great double play by Frank Bowling to Woody Woodward. Due up for the Milwaukee Braves will be Eddie Matthews, Henry Aaron, and Joe Torre. Pretty much almost the meat of the entire order here. Eddie Matthews so far is 0 for 1 today. He grounded out to the shortstop Dick Schofield in the first inning. Here is the pitch. It is a 55, and Matthews hits it towards Schofield. Schofield has to reach out towards his left. Fires up, plants his feet, gets it over towards McCovey, and makes the play, and that is a 6-3 call. Again, second time that Matthews has hit it to our man Schofield. Due up is Henry Aaron. Henry Aaron is 0 for 1 today. He's also grounded out to Schofield in the first inning. Marichal's on the mound. He is ready. He has got the call. Here we go. And it's a 62, and Henry Aaron hits it right straight to McCovey. McCovey able to grab it up, waves Marichal away, steps on the bag. We have 2 down on the 3 unassisted to McCovey. He was right there where he planned. He was right there at the exact spot that Aaron would hit the ball. Simple play for McCovey. Doesn't happen often, especially against the likes of Henry Aaron. Due up to bat is Joe Torre. Joe Torre so far flew out to left field. He got underneath the ball, just barely. Here is the pitch. It is a 66. And Joe Torre has broken the ice for the Milwaukee Braves. He hits it up and deep, going over that fence over there at Candlestick Park by the parking lot area, and it is gone. Joe Torre hits a home run for the Milwaukee Braves. As I said, pretty much the meat of the order. Coming at the bat will be Mac Jones, and it's a 1-0 ball game for Milwaukee. Mac Jones is up to bat. Marichal is just a little on the livid side. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what he happens to this play. He's got the signal. Here it is. 33. And possibility here. Guess what's going to go for extra bases. 35. And Mac Jones hits one out the same area. It's going towards the same way. And all Jesus Lou can do is look at it. Back-to-back jacks. And it is now 2-0. The Milwaukee Braves on back-to-back home runs by Joe Torre and Mac Jones. Coming up to bat is Gene Oliver. There is 2 down here. Both these home runs occurred with 2 out. Here is the pitch by Marichal. To Gene Oliver, it is a 24, and he strikes out Oliver on a tremendous fastball. More like Oliver's trying to just be defensive on that. That's Marichal's 3rd strikeout. But 2 runs on 2 hits. Both of them were home runs. Coming up to bat for the San Francisco Giants is Matty Alou, Willie McCovey, and Willie Mays. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning here in a 2-0 score by the Milwaukee Braves. Here on the beta test of National Pastime 3. I'm hoping everybody enjoys it. We got a few changes here. Most of them involve stats and stuff. Now, what this thing won't do, and that's something that you just got to deal with it. It's like I said, this is a stats game, not a pretty much a play-by-play game. So I can deal with that. It's not going to show what they've done on my thing the last bat. That was Joe Torre's 8th home run, by the way. And for Mac Jones, it was his 10th. Due up here for the San Francisco Giants again is Matty Alou. He is 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. Here is the pitch. It is a 43. And Matty Alou hits it right towards the mound. The Cloninger has to come on down, pick it up. Fields it very quickly to get the speedy Alou out over at first base. And we have 1 down. Nice quick play by Cloninger. He jumped on that ball like a cat. He's able to get it real easy. Willie McCovey is due up. He has grounded out to our shortstop, Woody Woodward here. Here is the pitch. It is a 66. And here we go. McCovey's definitely got some on the ball here. And Willie McCovey's looking at over there. The wind must be blowing out to the right because that's where that ball is going. And it is long gone. Willie McCovey gets the Giants on the board with a tremendous shot over the right field fence. That will be his 13th of the season. Puts him 1 behind his teammate for the home run lead in the National League, Willie Mays, who's due up right now. Giants are hoping they can do exactly what happened to them. Maybe possible back-to-backs. Here is the pitch to Willie Mays. It is a 63, and that's not going to happen. Willie Mays tried, got underneath that ball. Not enough, though. There goes Felipe Alou. He's heading back out there over on the left field side. He's getting over towards the warning track, and he makes the play with the one hand. Gets up there to glove it out. We have 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Coming up to bat will be Jim Rayhart. Jim Rayhart is also flown to left field. Here is the pitch. It is a 46, and he hits it hard, but right at Matthews. Matthews is able to pick that ball up. Fires over towards first, makes the grab, and we have 3 down. But no 1 run on 1 hit. Nobody left on base. Home run by Willie McCovey, his 13th of the season. And we have a 2-1 score now here at Candlestick Park. Coming to bat for the Milwaukee Braves will be Frank Bowling, Woody Woodward, and Tony Cloninger. Frank Bowling so far in the first inning, or in the second inning, he flew out to our center fielder. Willie Mays, here is the pitch to Bowling. 14. And it got a possibly put a little, may have something on the ball. He did. He got underneath the ball, heading out towards left field this time. It's going to be a shallow fly ball. Here comes Lou trying to fly on in. And he makes the sliding catch for the out. We have one down. Due up is Woody Woodward. Woody Woodward so far is struck out his first time up. Here is the pitch. From Marichal to 65. And Woodward has got possibly knock on the ball. Let's see what happens here. It's a 52. And Woody Woodward hits a high pop-up heading out towards left field side. Looks like it's going to go out of the stands. But the wind is blowing it back into the infield. And Jim Ray Hart has to fight with the wind. And he makes the grab. 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning. Due up to bat is Tony Cloninger. Tony Cloninger, last time up, struck out. He's one of Marichal's 3 strikeout victims. Here is the pitch. It is a 43, and Marichal has struck him out for the second time this game. At the end of 4.5, we have no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. It is a 2-1 score. The Milwaukee Braves over the San Francisco Giants. Due up to bat for the Giants is Jesus Alou, Tom Haller, and Hal Lanier. Tony Cloninger so far is pitching an excellent game. His line right now is 4 innings, 3 hits, struck out 2, giving up only 1 run. Here is the pitch to Alou. It is a 65, and he hits a high foul out there towards our third baseman. Eddie Mathis very simply gets this on the other side of the third base coach, makes the grab, and we have 1 down. Due up is Tom Haller. Tom Haller actually got a base hit. He started this off for the Giants in the 3rd inning. Got a base hit. Was stranded on third base. Here is the pitch. It is a 13, and it's a ball. 44 this time. 44, and Tom Haller hits it out towards our shortstop. Woody Woodward's getting quite busy today. It's heading out towards his right-hand side. Able to glove it down. Gets his glove over there. Fires over towards first for the out. We have 2 down. Both our shortstops are getting a lot of work today. A little more than what they do. Our second baseman haven't gotten anything yet. Not bad, except for that 1 double play. Hal Lanier's up. He also got a base hit in the 3rd. Was part of the double play that happened. It's a sensational play by Bowling to Woodward. Here is the pitch. He got caught. It is a 64, and he hits out towards right field. Trying to get back that way as it heads towards the warning track. Possible home run. No! It is caught by Henry Aaron. We have 3 down. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base at the end of 5 full innings. It is the Milwaukee Braves 2, the San Francisco Giants 1. And hello, Al. Hopefully I didn't interfere with anything you were running. I know I saw you had the wrestling game up there, so I wasn't sure whether you're going to broadcast or not. This is a beta test. So, well, hopefully I got to play with it a little bit. It still is not, obviously OBS doesn't allow for simultaneous stuff. I can't do anything about that. But they've done a few things, Al, so let me give you a couple, I'll show you a couple things as we go along. We're in the top of the 6th. We have Philippe Alou, Eddie Matthews, and Henry Aaron. A couple things that they do. And Tony Cloninger is and we'll look at Juan Marichal right now. Okay. Got a few things. They allow us now, and let me get this in here. It'll take a little longer on my games, but I think it's worth it in the long run. As you can see here, not only can I see their entire game, I can show you their last 8 games. As you can see in Juan Marichal's case, he's 4-3, by the way, just so you know. He's been a victim of hard luck, though. He does have a shutout, and he has 2 shutouts, as a matter of fact. Last game, he gave up 3 runs, only 1 earned in 8 innings. He struck out 8. I believe he lost the game, too, to be honest. That I have to look out somewhere else. That they don't have. I'm getting him to work on that, though. I talked them into it. They're going to change. They're going to change the. Let me bring that up. They're going to change this to a BB, and they're going to They're going to add 2 more columns. Hopefully, it'll be for wins and losses, so we can actually see what's going on there too. And I still get my stats that I like over here. He struck out 65 so far. Of course, he struck out 4 this game so far, as you can see here. He's walked 1. Had 11 walks before the game started. This is his 10th game in. 2.33 ERA. He did give up 2 runs. So I like the way it's done. For the batters, and let me, I'll tell you what, let me show you, Philippe Alou will do fine. Let me show you what they do with Philippe Alou stuff. This is all brand new. I've got the beta test. Now, the advantage that I have with this game, and keep in mind, remember, unlike the other games here, I beta tested this, they won't take it back. This is mine permanently. Because they're going to go into this. All I'm going to do is if they have any changes, they'll send me the changes. No biggie. This is the batting total for the last 10 games. As you can see, I don't see too many changes. Except I did ask, and I sent it back, and hopefully Cyrus is listening to the game, because I did not email it to him. But what I requested is that they give me total stats right down here for the last 10 games and a batting average for the last 10 games. So we have something we can pretty much trail ourselves on. As you can see here, Philippe Alou's hit in 5 out of his last 6 games, which is a nice little trend. He did get a home run the last game out on the 25th of May, 65. And I still get to keep his old stats. And I like that too. Right now he is 0 for 2, so his batting average is now 275. So I get to, like I said, I get to keep his stats. I like that too. Now the other thing that I have here, and hopefully you can see this. Let me show you the home bench. Okay? If I show you this way, it tells you what they did for real in the season. And I hope you can see this. Good, you can. Okay. This is what they've done actually in the season. This is the bench for Milwaukee. This is Milwaukee's bench. Alright, this is San Francisco's bench. Okay, but I have something else. Okay, this one doesn't do it right, so I get out of there. For the pitchers, though, I'll bring up the pen first. This is how I've used the pitchers in the games. Their innings pitched, games relief, games start. Now, yes, and so it gives me an idea what I'm doing with it. Yes, we are going over some of these games. We are over them. We are under in a few of them. So I got spare pitchers I can use. But the other thing that I got going with this is, sorry about that. This is the 3 calls here. What their downgrade is, what their adjustment is after so many batters. Like Mansouri Murakami, he can go 10 batters without a question before he gets lower to a C. The adjustment column, I do believe, involves hits, runs, that kind of stuff. He gets 8. He's also cut off at a certain time. If something goes wrong, he'll automatically drop down to a D. So I like that. And I can just click on a ball player, and it disappears. We are in the top of the 6th inning. Philippe Alou is up to bat. And I've got a few other little things in here, too, which I like, too. Here is the pitch to Philippe Alou. From Juan Marichal, it's a 24. Get out of there, idiot. There we go. And Philippe Alou is struck out. That is Marichal's 5th strikeout of the game. Philippe Alou is now 0 for 3. Coming to bat is Eddie Matthews. He is grounded out twice. Here is the pitch to Matthews here in the top 6th inning. It's also a 24, and Matthews is struck out. That is Marichal's 6th strikeout to go along with 1 walk. Henry Aaron's up to bat. He is so far currently batting .366. Has ground out to first, ground out to short. Here is the pitch. It is a 44. And Henry Aaron gets out towards the right field in between McCovey and Lanier, and he will take first base on his first hit of the game. 3rd hit for the Milwaukee Braves. We've been into a real tight pitcher slew going on. Due up is Joe Torre. Joe Torre hit a home run in the 4th inning. It was a part of a back-to-back package here with Mac Jones, his 8th of the season. Joe Torre does have a low batting average. Like I've mentioned earlier in the game, he hits for power, and he hits for a lot of it. As a matter of fact, Joe Torre only is batting 227 or 231, but he has 12 extra base hits out of his 30 hits. He's doing quite well. Here is the pitch to Torre. It is a 61, and he hits out to our shortstop, Dick Schofield, recently from the Pirates, and who hits that, throws it over towards second for the fielder's choice, and then we have is it. Henry Aaron is out 6-4. No runs, 1 hit, 1 run left on base at the end of 5.5 innings. It is the Milwaukee Braves 2, the New York Giants, or the San Francisco Giants 1. Due up for the Giants is Juan Marichal, Dick Schofield himself, and Matty Alou. Juan Marichal so far today is 0 for 1. He's 0 for 0. He did a sacrifice hit to put his runners second to third. They were stranded on a double play by Dick Schofield. Here is the pitch to Marichal. It is a 22, and Marichal gets a good solid hit out there towards left center field. It's going to drop in front of Alou. He couldn't get up there in time. Marichal is on, trying to help his own cause here. Gets a single, and it's the 4th of the game for the Giants. Coming up is Dick Schofield. Dick Schofield is 0 for 2. Ground out to third to start the game off with. Getting to a double play in the third. Here is the pitch to Schofield. It is a 41. And Dick Schofield hits out towards Woody Woodward towards the bowling. Bowling fires over towards Oliver, and it's another double play. That's the second one of the game for Schofield. So Bowling and Woodward have helped their own cause. They flipped to each other, and they're turning into a great tandem for the Milwaukee Braves on that double hitter, and there is 2 down. Due up is Matty Alou. Matty Alou so far has grounded out and struck out. He is in a season-long slump. Here's the pitch. It is a 36, and Matty Alou has struck out for the second time this game. And it turned into a 1-2-3 inning not by choice on a double play hit by Dick Schofield, the second one for him. Pitching or batting for the Milwaukee Braves will be Mac Jones, Gene Oliver, and Frank Bowling. Mac Jones, we're in the... Let me get back over here. Hiya, Beat. They've done a lot of stats, Beat. Hopefully you saw it. I will show some more as we go along here, as we get going. It's a lot of things that involve more of the player stats and a couple other little minor stats what they got here. Plus, they got a couple other things in here that I talked to them about. We're working on it. But the majority thing is that I can do, and if you don't mind, okay, I'll be right back. Beatles, let me show you real quick. Marichal's on the mound, as you can see right here. And I got to do this the hard way, so bear with me. Okay, I can now see the last 8 appearances of Juan Marichal. We got a good stat line for Marichal, is what we got here. And as I told Alan, I used to Marichal. He's 4-3 right now this season. And what I've got here, and I'll put this down in the middle so you can see what's going on with his current. I can still keep his current, so I'm looking over here for his stats. Beforehand, I had to go somewhere else to go get his stats. Okay, and so it was just terrible to do. This is automatically right off the page. If I'm broadcasting a game, though, I got to get out and in. OBS doesn't allow certain things. So I think what's going to happen is we all need to take a look and see if we can find something just a little bit different in the broadcast, but I don't want to, so I like OBS. It's simple. Also, it's free. But I get all the stats. What I've talked them into doing, and I believe I have, and they like the idea. They're going to change this to read BB. Because what I've asked for is to put a win and a loss column in here so you know exactly how they're doing. Because like I say, Marichal's 4-3 now. Which 4 and which 3? That's the key. Because I do believe that I've had him in a losing game here because he pitched so brilliantly. But I do have his shutouts. Good stuff like that. That's what his pitching record looks. That's what a pitching record looks like. Now, Mac Jones, by the way, just hit his 10th home run of the season, by the way, so I'll show you this. But this is the other thing I can do over here immediately, okay? And again, let me bring this up real quick for you. Okay? I can now look at the last 10 games. And we can bring that up as a stat, sort of. Bearing in mind, and as I try to explain to people, and I'm sorry for the stuttering, trying to explain to people real quick, NP3 is a stat-based game, okay, where Action PC, Strat, and even Out of the Park are all action-based games. Though Out of the Park is the best of them all, I'm not going to lie about it. Because they have action and stats both. Though, what you and I look at a lot, Beatles, because we both like fielding stats. These guys got everybody beat. But they're stat-based. So the play-by-play is in there. It's dice. But it's good, and it's fairly accurate, believe it or not. I'm finding that out, too. But I like what they've got. Now, like I say, good case here. Mac Jones battling. This is the last. It does not count the current game. For the current game, I need to go straight to the box score. And I can, and we can look at that at all times, and it'll pop up automatically. But as you can see, he's had 9, now he has 10. So you can see it right there. It's also now batting .337. Pretty good. But if I want to go look at it, I just go to the box score, and there's Mac Jones right there. But what it doesn't tell me is what number home run and that kind of stuff. Okay, that's going to happen. The other thing they've done, Beat, is this. And I like this. Okay? These are all the extra inning games I've played so far, and they're by all teams. This is the cardiac games, as you can tell. Alright? Every cardiac game I've done is right here. So, all I got to do, obviously I'm not going to look at the totals, but I can get an idea how each team is doing. And it's a stat that we've all seen. The other thing I have asked, and they might pull it off, they might think they can do it. They can't do the team-by-team splits. Because there's, especially in this day and age, in the modern league, you can't sit there and go to the National League and who split who and who won the interleague series and stuff like that. They can't do that. It's too much, and I can understand that. But in the olden days, when they didn't have the interleague play, it can be done. But what they're going to do then instead, they're going to come out here to games played, and what they may give me here is instead of one team, they'll give me 2 teams. And all we have to do is look at the 2 teams that played. There's my split. I can set this up. I can build an Excel file that'll give you the old school splits so you can tell who won the series. Because as I reminded, and as I told Cyrus, in 1965, okay, and it was going to be one of my trivia questions, yes. In 1965, the Minnesota Twins beat the Red Sox 17 out of 18 games, and they finished first by 7 games, and I was able to find out where it was. The Chicago White Sox only beat the Boston Red Sox 14-4, so there's 3 games right there. And in the head-to-head themselves, the White Sox only won 7 out of the 18 games. So there's the other 4. So there's your 7-game difference for the pennant. But we can use that stat if we can pick this off. Any simple mathematician can do simple counting on who won and who lost. What I'll do is when I go into Skeetersoft, is I will pick up, and I can actually pick up the Excel stat. I can set up an Excel. It's nothing to it. And I could post it about once a month, once a baseball month in here, or however I want to do it, to give you who the stats are. Now, Kinger Boo, who does this also a lot, he's been doing the 1980s. He does his a little bit different. I like what he does, but it's tough and it's very lengthy to do. Plus, he also lets the dice do the game themselves. But that's what we got. Okay, we are in the bottom of the 7th inning here, I believe. Let's go back to the game. We're in the top of the 7th inning here. Mac Jones at the bat, who's part of the back-to-back jacks between him and Joe Torre. Mac Jones his 10th home run. Here is the pitch. And it is a 32. And Mac Jones finally hits it out there towards Cloninger. Cloninger's who's been fairly quiet in the field today. Gets the play, fires over towards McCovey, and we have 1 down. The right hand, the only thing on the right hand side of the field's been busy is McCovey. Gene Oliver's up so far this game. He is 1 for 2. He's 0 for 1. He's walked and struck out. Here is the pitch. It is a 33, and Gene Oliver hits it out deep into right center field. It's going to get in between a couple of batters as Mays trying to look at it. Him and Jesus Lou looked at each other. The ball gets in between them, heads out towards the wall, heads out towards that back fence back there on the right field side. Maysdale scarfed it up, fires it back in, but it's a little bit too late. Gene Oliver is on with a double. Due up is Frank Bowling. Frank Bowling has flown out twice. We have one down here in the top of the 7th inning. Here is the pitch. And it is a 61. And he hits it out towards left field. It's just right into there. Matty Lou's waiting for it to come on down. Oliver's not going anywhere. And that is the second out of the inning. Third time Bowling has flown out. He's been underneath the ball. Needs to probably work a little bit on his batting. Due up is Woody Woodward, the rookie. Woody Woodward so far has struck out and fouled out to our third baseman, but he has been involved in quite a few plays on the other side of the coin. Here is the pitch. And it is a 34, and he hits out towards center field. Routine fly ball, though. Willie Mays comes on in, makes the grab as he's heading in towards the infield, and that is it for the Milwaukee Braves. At the end of 6.5, it is Milwaukee 2, San Francisco Giants 1. And let's do our favorite thing for Al Earl, beat Eric, all the guys. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back for it's root for the Giants. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Da-da-dum. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning. God, I love doing that. We are in the bottom of the 7th inning here. Okay. Due up for the San Francisco Giants will be Willie McCovey, Willie Mays, and Jim Rayhart. Willie McCovey in the 4th inning. He hit the lone home run for the Giants. That was his 13th of the season. He's now 1 behind Willie Mays for the lead. Currently batting .313. The other time out, he grounded out to our shortstop, Woody Woodward. Here is the pitch to McCovey. It's a 64, and he hits out towards Woodward. Woodward's trying to scarce it down. Heads out towards his left, plants his feet, fires real quickly over towards first base, gets out the slow-moving McCovey. And we have one down here in the bottom of the 7th. Willie Mays is doing the bat. Willie Mays is batting .306. He is 0 for 2 today so far. The Braves have sort of gotten his number in this 3-game set. He has 1 hit in 8 at-bats, or now 10 at-bats. Here is the pitch. It is a 52, and Mays hits out towards third base. Matthews able to pick that ball up down the line. Stops real quick, fires towards first as he gets the speedy Mays out, dug out by Oliver. We have 2 down. 5-3 for all you guys keeping score on that. Due up is Jim Rayhart. Jim Rayhart so far has flown out and grounded out. Here is the pitch. It is a 36, and he is walked. Cloninger gives up his first walk of the game to Jim Rayhart. Jim Rayhart is on first. Due up is Jesus Lou. 2 down in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here is the pitch. It is a 52. And Felipe Lou hits out towards our third baseman. That goes for the easy play to second, and we have 3 down. 5-4 on the fielder's choice at the end of. There was no runs, no hits, 1 runner left on base. At the end of 7 innings, it is the Milwaukee Braves 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and the San Francisco Giants 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors. And for any of you who are noticing my scoreboard as I am, so far a grand total of 5 runners have been left on base. This has been a pitcher's duel all the way. Except for home run balls, this has been a fantastic game. 3 home runs have been hit in this game so far. We are in the bottom of the top, the 8th inning. Becoming bat is Tony Cloninger. Philippe Lou and Eddie Matthews. Tony Cloninger so far has struck out twice to Marichal. Here is the pitch. It is a 62, and he did something with the ball. Let's find out what he did. And he hits out on a tough one out there towards McCovey, because he had to backhand that ball back there on the back line. Hurries up to make the play, keeps Marichal back, and it is 1 down. 3 unassisted. That's Cloninger's first tap with the ball. Coming up is Philippe Lou. Philippe Lou is batting .273. So far is 0 for 3 today. Struck out, popped out, and flown out. Here is the pitch. It is a 44. That looks good. It is. He hits out towards right field. Gets over the head of William McCovey, waiting for it down that line. No, is his brother Jesus Lou. Fires it back in quickly so he can't get over to second base, and he is in with a single, the 5th hit of the game for the Milwaukee Braves. Due up is Eddie Matthews. Eddie Matthews is also 0 for 3 today, grounded out twice and struck out. Here is the pitch. It is a 43, and he hits it right to the mound. Poorly though, as he's able to turn around and fires over to second to our shortstop, and to our shortstop. Schofield fires first, not in time. Matthews is safe at first, but fielder's choice are going to declare it on 1-6 on the play by Cloninger. He also is a little slow releasing the ball. Schofield couldn't get over there quick enough, and Matthews is on with the fielder's choice. We have 2 down here in the top, the 8th inning. Let me look at that one more, see what it looks like. Yes, it was. That's exactly what happened. Is Henry Aaron. Henry Aaron today is 1 for 3. Got a base hit in the 6th. And he has grounded out twice. Here is the pitch to Aaron in top 8th inning. It is a 43. And Henry Aaron hits it towards it again to our pitcher Marichal. Marichal's able to field it real quickly. Flips it over to McCovey for the out. And that is 3 down. No runs. 1 hit, 1 runner left on base at the end of 7.5. We have the Milwaukee Braves 2. The San Francisco Giants 1. Welcome to Cardiac Baseball, as I like to call it, here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Due up for the Giants is Tom Haller near, and it looks like possibility. Let me see if I can get away with this one here, possibly so far. Al, welcome back, my friend. I don't know if I did it right, but I thought I set you and Beatles both up as my moderators. Don't know if that worked or not. Hopefully it did. I'd rather you 2 guys do it along with Jester, because Jester's a good friend. And I think he's very good with the game. He keeps the right attitude with everybody. Though we pick on him unmercifully. Actually, I can take Marichal out, even though it's a 2-run game. I may do that. Okay, here we go. Tom Haller is up to bat so far today. He is 1 for 2. Here is the pitch. It is a 12. That means he put something on that ball. Did he put enough on that ball? He did not, and he hits out towards our second baseman. He has to dive for our second baseman. Bowling dives for the ball on his knees, fires to first, gets out Haller, and it is 1 down. On a sensational play by Frank Bowling, and he had to dive for the ball towards second base, stays down, fires it over, it makes a great, fantastic play. Coming up to bat is Cloninger. Cloninger today is 1 for 2. Flew out his last time up. Here is the pitch. It is a 62, and again, he's got a little pop on the ball. Let's see what happens here. 53, and he hits it out towards first base. Oliver ball walks up on his arm, but he's able to hold off, and he gets it back in, makes the play at first base by himself. There is 2 down. Coming up to bat will be a pinch hitter for Juan Marichal. He has pitched a brilliant game. Even though he's given up the 2 home runs, coming to bat for Marichal will be Ken Henderson. Will be coming to bat for Juan Marichal. Let's get the stats on Mr. Henderson. Hold on here. Let's get him out. Okay. This will be Ken Henderson's 2nd at-bat of the season. Came in late. He was a call-up. And here is Ken Henderson. So he's only had one at bat, did nothing with it. Here is the pitch. It is a 12. And he hits out towards our second baseman, Mr. Bowling. Bowling's able to pick it up, flip it over towards first, and we have 3 down. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We're going into the top of the 9th. Coming to pitch for the San Francisco Giants will be Jack Sanford, I believe is who was up. Jack Sanford, who actually pitched who actually got into a couple of relief shots here. Remember, I used to have to pick up the stats right here. I don't have to do that anymore. I've got Jack Sanford right here. Show you all the stats and a few things here. Let me bring it up and I'll show you guys the stats on this man, so we can everybody can look at it at the same time. These are Jack Sanford's last stats. Jack Sanford is normally a starting pitcher. He has a few quality starts, has no complete games so far this season. His record is 2-2. 38 strikeouts, 13 walks, ERA of 4.53. He has given up 27 runs off of 75 hits. He has pitched 53. This is his first relief job in this season. He will be batting in the top 9th. He will be facing Joe Torre, Mac Jones, and Gene Oliver. And here is the pitch to Joe Torre. Top of the 9th, folks. It's at 54. And Joe Torre gets a piece of the ball, maybe. Here it is. 36. And he hits out towards right field, heading out that way. The wind's been blowing. That's where all 3 home runs are headed out to. Here goes Jesus Luis getting out there towards the fence. He's trying to time the ball. Reaches up, jumps up over the fence, and snatches the ball back in on Joe Torre. Snatches a possible second home run of the game for Torre away from him. And we have 1 down. Top tonight. San Francisco Giants have come to play today. Due up is Mac Jones. Mac Jones is 1 for 3 today. He had a home run in the 4th and is grounded out twice. Here is the pitch. It is a 54, and he hits out towards right field. And this time it's going to be a route coming on in. Weak fly ball being hit. Bellew is waiting for it to come on down. Makes the grab. We have 2 down. Gene Oliver is due up. Hi, Mo. Dodgers Brewer game's done, guys. Gene Oliver doubled his last time up. Struck out, walked. Here is the pitch. Against Jack Sanford, it's a 13. And Oliver is walked. That's his second walk of the game given out to Gene Oliver. 3rd time he's been on base. First walk for Sanford. Due up here will be Frank Bowling. Frank Bowling has flown out all 3 times this game. Here is the pitch. It is a 34. And Bowling hits it up towards center field. Waiting for it to come on down. Here's our man, say hey kid, Willie Mays. And he's able to make the play coming on back in towards the infield. And that is it for the Milwaukee Braves in the top of the 9th. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left on base. At the end of 8.5 innings, it is Milwaukee 2, San Francisco 1. Welcome to the Madhouse, guys. Due up the bat for the San Francisco Giants is Dick Schofield, Matty Alou, and Willie McCovey. Let me see if I can get away with one here, and the answer is no, I cannot. Dick Schofield is up to bat for the Giants. He is batting .203 right now for the season. Here is the pitch to Schofield from Cloninger, who's going for the complete game. It is a 25, and Schofield hits a high pop-up, but it's staying fair. Wind is blowing just a little bit in, keep the ball that way. Eddie Matthews is ready for it, heading over towards short, and he gets that glove out, stretches, and makes the play. We have 1 down. Due up is Matty Alou. Matty Alou has been collared today. He is in a, as I've been mentioning quite a few times, in a season-long slump. He's batting .164. He has struck out twice this game. Here is the pitch. It is a 45, and Matty Alou, Tony Cloninger has walked Matty Alou. Talk about a bad timing on that one. There he is on base. Due up is Willie McCovey. Welcome to our cardiac baseball. It is pucker power time. Tying run is at first. A winning run is at the plate. Willie McCovey has already hit 1 home run this game and has grounded out twice. Here is the pitch. Cloninger is in. The stretch. Here is the pitch. It is a 15, and McCovey hits a deep one out towards left center field, but gets a hop in there quick enough to Jones. Jones fired in, but here goes Malou, and they're fired towards third base, and Alou is safe. Runners are on first and third. One down. Here we go. Due up will be Willie Mays, but Cloninger is done for the day. Coming in to pitch, I get to make my choice. Lucky me. As he is in a D rate, there's one down, 2-1 game. We're not going to take that chance. We're going to bring in a fresh pitcher here. Let me take a look and see what I can do here. Hold on, I'm going to get out of there real quick. And they are the visiting team. Let's look at the visiting pen. Okay, as you guys can see, I've got a few I can use in here. Okay. I got Odell, who's been pitching marvelously lately. Osinski's in there for 61 games. Those two middle relievers. I've got Carroll, who can do it too. He's already been an 8. So I'm pushing. I can push him, but I don't have to. Phil Niekro was a relief pitcher back then. I've got them all. Okay, so let me look at this again. And right now I need a pitcher who can give me at least two batters and do it quite well. I've got them all. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, Billy Odell has one save. He started one game. Just got done with the 25th. He started the game. He got the save in the 25th. We are going maybe bring him as an 0.92 ERA. We're going to bring him in. Billy Odell is going to come in and relieve. He has a good bat. He can face up to 11 batters if he needs to be. Hopefully he doesn't have to. Let's get his stats. So let me see what I can do for you guys. Hold on here. We'll show you his stats. Show what's going on with him right now. Yeah. There we go. Billy Odell, who is not normally the closer, but he'll do so. He'll do fine in the pinch. I'm not. I have no idea who Milwaukee's closer was. It probably could have been anybody else, but this will do. Billy Odell, his last 8 games. He had one start, did quite well, 8 2/3 innings. He got an OD, if I remember right. Well, actually, no, he's 2-0. He may have gotten the win. That's why I got to look at this. But this man does not give up much. He's given up 8 hits in his last 8 games, and only because one of them was almost a complete game. But his relief stints 2 and 7. This man has struck out 6, 7, 8, 14 in his last 8 games, and has only walked 4. Giving up only 2 earned runs. Has an ERA of .92. This man is a dangerous man. He is in a very tight situation. So, guys, here we go. It is pucker power time in the Cardiac League. Good thing I did not have any greasy food at the Yarmouth Clam Festival today. My honey bunny and I opted not to. We did a nice dinner at Cracker Barrel. Infield will be in, obviously. One down. Here is the pitch to the Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays. It is a 64, and Billy Odell has struck out Mays. Runners on first and third. Willie Mays strikes out. That's his first strikeout for Willie Mays himself. He had grounded out twice, blown out. Due up is Jim Ray Hart. Jim Ray Hart has got a base hit in the 7th, grounded out in the 4th, and flew out in the 2nd. Billy Odell is in the stretch. Jim Ray Hart is at the plate. Here we go, guys. And here is the pitch. It is a 33. And Jim Ray Hart hits out towards center field. Here comes Lou. Grabbing that ball very quickly is our man, center fielder, Mac Jones. Mac Jones fires it back in to the cutoff man, and it goes over his head. Here comes McCovey. McCovey's going to score in the Giants in the bottom of the 9th. Scored 2 runs, a walk-off double for Jim Ray Hart. San Francisco Giants 3. The Milwaukee Braves 2. And it's a tough loss for Billy Odell and a blown save. His first one of the season. Tough call and a tough game. Tony Cloninger will end up taking the loss, though. Billy Odell will not. Tony Cloninger takes the loss because those were his 2 men on the field. And at the end of the game, the San Francisco Giants win in the clutch. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the San Francisco Giants. For the Milwaukee Braves, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Let's get the final synopsis and analysis on the game. Let me give it a chance to save the sucker. And here's the box score. I bet he does. He gets the blown save. He does this time, even though he did not leave any runs. It was his hit who caused it. Jack Sanford comes on in and gets the win. Who came in and pitched in relief for Juan Marichal. All right, guys, let me get my stuff up here, as you know how I got to do this. We'll bring our badge up before I do save it. Another great game in the Cardiac League Baseball. God, I gotta stop this stuff. Okay. And again, as I always do, I hope everybody can see this. I can't stretch it out any further than what it is. I do apologize for that. And here we go. As my friend Al has already taught me. Okay, and I listen to you guys all the time. What a great game. God, that was fantastic. That's why I love this game, guys, by the way. It's up there with my favorites, and these guys help me out the most. So, and they've let me beta test. This is not the first time I've beta tested for National Pastime, but I get to keep the game after the beta test is done. It's mine, and it's freebie. Where if we were getting what's one advantage I have with this over Out of the Park and Digital Diamond, if they do a major remake or major version, if it's with the Out of the Park 20, I have to pay for the game. I don't pay for the game here for updates. Same thing with Digital Diamond for an update, except for if it's within the version, I have to pay for the game. Okay, here we go. For the pitches, we'll do them first. For the Milwaukee Braves, Tony Cloninger went 8 1/3 innings, gave up 3 runs on 5 hits. Unfortunately, he got hung with the loss. Walked 2, struck out 3. Gave up 1 home run to Willie McCovey in the 4th. Billy Dill did come in, blown save, 1 hit after he got 2 out. Faced 2 batters, struck out 1. His ERA did get lowered, but it really is kind of a shamble lowered. For our San Francisco Giants, Juan Marichal went 8 innings, gave up 2 runs on 5 hits, got a no decision, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. Gave up 2 long balls, back-to-back jacks by Joe Torre and Mac Jones in the 4th inning. That's the 9th home runs, 8th and 9th home runs that Marichal has given up this season. Jack Sanford got the win. He's now 3-2 on an inning pitch with a walk, straight face 4 batters. For our bats, for Milwaukee, 2 runs and 5 hits. That's it, just 5 hits. The only highlights really were the 2 home runs and the double by Gene Oliver, which you can see here. Mac Jones 10th, Joe Torre is 8th. Mac Jones has his 27th RBI, Joe Torre is 15th. There are 5 runners left on base, and nobody grounded to a double play for the Braves, and Gene Oliver had his 5th double. For the San Francisco Giants, they got 6 hits, 2 of them by Willie McCovey. But the one that counted them, and one was a home run, the one that counted the most, though, is Jim Ray Hart. Walk-off double in the bottom of the 9th inning for 2 RBIs, brings his average back up 283. Otherwise, there was no other extra base hits this entire game. That was his 6th double, by the way, McCovey's 13th home run. Hart has 27 RBIs, McCovey has 31. Juan Marichal did get a sacrifice hit, and Dick Schofield grounded into the only double play, though the Braves had participated in 2 double plays. Excuse me, as they had a line-out double play. Fantastic play by Frank Bowling to flip the Woody Woodward for the out. Both double plays were done by Dick Schofield. He hit the 2 of them. Anyway, guys, that was another Cardiac League game. What else is new with Clint's games? I love them all. I loved it. ID Jester, thank you very much for showing up when you had a chance to get in here. Hopefully you didn't catch the lead. Hopefully you caught the end. I really do. As this is part of the beta test, let me show you. Let me show you guys a couple of things about this beta test. Now that I've got this done, let me go back to my Ask Play schedule. I'm now done with the 26th of May, by the way. Okay, I didn't want to bring this game up only because it's a new day, but also if I remember right. This is where Dave Moorhead pitched his no-hitter in 1965. I think it's the only game for real that the Red Sox beat the Twins. Out of 18 games, they lost 17 of them. Now, the couple things I've done here, like I showed a few others here. My poor Krajewski is not doing well in this season. Let me show you a couple things they've done. Let's go to stats. This is 1-1 games. Okay. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta do something else. Hold on. Before I gotta get this game to flip over to the stats. That's gonna be one problem I'm gonna have here. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. Transfer starting lineups. Yeah, I gotta remind them that too. They gotta move it into stats, not starting lineup. Okay. The Giants are now 10-6, and these are one-run games. The Giants had the Giants in 16 cardiac games, and I also haven't broadcast them all. For the Braves, this was their 15th. I've had a lot of one-run games, as you guys can see. Okay? The game didn't go extra innings, but I had one right in front of it. Went 12 innings. The Pirates went there. They're now 3-4. And I believe they played the Astros and went 4-2. Another well-played game. So those are some of the stats they put in here also. They're going to be coming in. Games played. I may have talked them into it. We are going to. I've got a chance. I think hopefully they will do it. They can't give me the splits, okay? Especially in the day and age of interleague play, it's just too impossible, and there's too much programming that has to be done to give you these season splits. So what they're thinking about doing is they're thinking about taking the games here, and you see we've got the select teams. They're going to select me 2 teams. They could do that, and we can see how who the team was, and who do you want to see how many games they played against the other team. That would be good enough. If you can't count to 18, then we've got a problem. Okay, guys, no disrespect, but we can come up with our own splits. I can probably do that and take it into a Excel file. And you guys know my Skeeter Soft blog. It's 1965 NP3 games. It's box scores. That's season box scores. You'll be able to find those kind of stats in there. That's one of the things we asked for. They can't do the splits. I tried. Sorry, guys. I asked for a couple other things. Also, they've done something else here, too. Let me show you something in the stats. Right here where it says game. Hopefully you guys can see this. Oh, good. Oh, good. God, Gertrude. Sorry about that, guys. My God. There we go. Okay. Sorry, guys. Let me show you this again. I apologize. My God. What a nudge. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Hang on, guys. Cyrus! Hang on. Let me show you what I've had to do. It's okay. Hold on. I screwed up. Alright. This is the game field. Okay? Now, what we've talked about in here, this is Dick Schofield. I can pick up anybody I want. And this is all his games, by the way. He was traded to the Giants in the middle of the season. In May, okay? But this shows how he's done so far this season. What I talked to Cyrus about was removing these. All these zeros. That's a little bit of overkill. No disrespect. Now, Cyrus, here's something I've got to show you. I can do this. I can flip this back and forth and I can sort it. I can't sort any of these other ones back. There's something missing in your sort and it's got to be done if you can fix that. Because the biggest thing is and Dick Schofield is a good example. He's got 1 stolen base. But in all his games, I got all these zeros. We don't need them. Alright? Now, I can show you other things like by games. Here's the Giants. Here's all the stolen bases in one game. Okay? In my Astros-Dodgers game, both teams got 6 of them. Not bad. And here's the Red Sox-Indians. They got 5. Be surprised what you got here. Okay? Home runs. I've had 7 home runs in one game. This was a Red Sox just beatdown, just so you guys know. Complete Red Sox beatdown. Now my players, you can see I've got quite a few players who've hit 2 home runs in a game. I've got 2 players who've hit 3 doubles in a game. Gene Alley of the Pirates, Hank Aaron of the Braves, both in the same game. I like it. Again, I can't sort. That's the one thing I can't do. I like the idea, though. I know it's going. Here we do. And if you do it by teams, the Giants have had this many doubleheaders in one game. Well, let me go pick on somebody else. The Red Sox. They had 4 against the Yankees on May 11th. I've got good. These are good. I like this. But all it is the Red Sox. Okay? And they've had the games that they've just played perfectly good garbage. That's the one thing I like. It's excellent. And they are going to clean it up just to get rid of the zeros, guys. I think that's perfect. I like this. This is the extra inning games. Freebie baseball, Al, if you like to call it that. And you've seen them all. Most of them are one-run games. We just did that. Like I said, I just did the Pirates. Let me get the score of that game real quick. Hold on. It was 4-0. No, it was the Cubs. Cubs over the Mets, 3-2. Went to extra innings. 12 games. 12 innings is what it went to. So let me use that for a good example here. Let me get back to the stats. So the Cubs were 1-2. They're now 2-2, and the Mets were 2-3. Cyrus, if I don't transfer the game, this does not fix. Even though I hit it and go to the as played schedule, even though I do hit like right here to move the game off the board, the game is not transferring. The final game scores are not transferring into those two things. So there might be a small programming problem there. As a matter of fact, it's in the entire new statistics. Small programming problems in there that's not transferring it immediately. I have to transfer the game. If we get down to the very final game of the season, then that final game of the season is not going to transfer, I don't think. That's one of the things we've got right there. So this is right here. It's beautiful. It really is. Okay? Again, the other thing is my favorite. Cardiac games, guys. There they are. Again, it was a 3-2 game. You just saw the Giants 2-1, 10-6. The Cubbies are now 6-8. The Mets are 7-9. The Braves are now 7-8. It's perfect. Now let me go back to here and I'll show you real quick. And let me use some good examples. Harmon Killebrew. Now this is the one thing I have to do, and it's not the game, Cyrus. It's OBS that does this. I can pick up Harmon Killebrew here. Let me get into the game. I know I gotta do here. Hold on. Okay, I got it. There we go. I gotta go into the game to show this. Okay. Harmon Killebrew, I could get his last 10 games batting. And to do that, I have to do this. This is not you, Al. Sorry, like I say, it's not you. Last 10 games, but I can bring them up. This is Harmon Killebrew's last 10 games, as you can see. Now, shows his batting average is .311. He has 11 home runs. He leads the major leagues in 49 RBIs. Okay. And as you can see, he hasn't been cold. He's been great. He just tore up the Angels and the Athletics. Okay? Now, Cyrus, I didn't email this one to you, but here's a suggestion. Give me the totals. And if you can, somewhere over here, a batting average for the last 10 games. It's a nice little stat that you can bring up when you're talking to these guys. Okay? It could work. If you can do it, it's nice. If you can't, it's no complaints. No big deal. But it would put a lot of strain on the game. It would require a lot of pinpoint batting effort. This is beautiful. I like this. Okay, that's Harmon Killebrew. All right. Now for pitching, let me show Dave Moorhead. I'll bring him up. Okay, Dave Moorhead, and I can bring up the last 8 games. So let me do that. This is Dave Moorhead's last 8 games. Like I said, he'll be the next pitcher I'll be playing with, okay? Now, as you can see, I have Dave Moorhead's thrown 2 complete games. I let this one go a little bit, but it was all right. It was a good game. But here's the thing, and I asked Cyrus. You can see his record up here is 2-4, okay? But this thing blocks, by the way, a lot on my board, so I got to fix it. He has an ERA of 2.28. And he's only thrown 7 games, so this doesn't make a difference now. Nobody. I don't think I have too many pitchers thrown many more except for the relievers. But again, same thing. I asked Cyrus if they could change this to read BB for base on balls, so we could possibly get 2 more columns snuck in here, wins and losses. And again, the same question asked us is the totals for the last 8 games. Because it shows a trend. As you can see here, where Moorhead just went crazy against the Yankees. He struck out 10, he walked 8. But that's what that looks like. Now, the other thing that I have here, guys, down in here where it says home bench, home pen, home bench, this has been here before, but it's been improved. Let me show you the Red Sox like the home bench. Okay? That is their home bench. And that was the left click. This is who I have for my bench. As you can see what they've done. In my replay, you can see how many at-bats I've had against them already. Alright, am I going to go over on a few of them? Probably. Am I going to go under? More than likely. And that's what gives you here. Now, I don't think there is a second spot here. And there's not. Okay? All you got to do is click on the batter, take him off. He won't show up here because you did not put him as a substitute. The pitching department. This is what it looks like. It's showing you how many games that they have started. Again, this is based on the real season. Games relieved. Okay? You can tell there's not 162 games here. I tell you, that's 71 right there. Another 31 is 103. So there are trades during the seasons we went along. And we all know that. Okay? Plus, here's the reliefs. Relief pitchers games. Am I going over? Probably with Jack LeMahieu I might be. Also, inning pitches. What they've pitched. Again, same thing. You guys know the rules. 5 runs, 5 runs or 5 innings. If they're pitching great, I'm not taking them out. Just because the ball game itself, for real, said take them out. But here is the other thing. And I like this even better. For our relievers and stuff, this tells you what the... And this is relief. By the way, this is relief. Okay? If I remember right, this is relief pitching, not... It's relief pitching only, not starting pitching. If I had to bring Jim Lomborg into pitch relief, he could throw to 6 batters. He'll get cut. He'll be brought down to a D rate afterwards. The cut doesn't matter. Okay? Dick Radis is another one. He has a base. He'll go down to C after 5 batters. I do believe this is hits and runs and all that good stuff. So hits, runs, walks, whip basically. Whip and war. But if he runs to too much, he'll get cut down to a D real quick. And that's what it is. I like it. There are very few problems in here. I enjoy doing this. Now here's the advantage. Like I said, and Cyrus, quote me if I'm wrong, this is the beta test. But this is also my game for 1.005. This is mine. I'm not being charged a dime because I already own the game. I don't own the seasons, but I own the game. And that's what I like. I transferred my 1965 season into here, and it works great. This game's always room. Like I said, this game is probably one of the best stats-orientated game. It is not a action game like Action PC, Out of the Park, or Stratomatic. Those are action games in my eyes. Though Stratomatic is also an old dice and card game. But this game is very heavily stats oriented. Sorry about that. The only game that beats it is Out of the Park. But this game here beats Out of the Park. I don't care about K over 9. I don't care about BB over 9. I don't care about War. I don't care about that stuff. Okay? I care about what do they do? For size, 3 out of 15. Okay, right now he's got 3 home runs, 15 RBIs. He's batting .226 in this season here. Okay, then one of my other seasons batted fantastic. But, and I'm not going to show it. In his last 10 games, he's on a 5-game hitting streak. He's got a triple, a home run, and RBI. All right, so his batting average has improved. I don't care what his WAR is or stuff like that. It doesn't matter. This is old school baseball. And it's the old school way. All right? Where OTP has all that stuff. But this thing also has something that favors me even more. Because that's one thing this thing doesn't show you. The fielding stats. And I always will play with those. Okay? I like the fielding stats. All right? Like I said, let's look at a good example here. I think I'm in here. Let's get the stats for the American League fielding pitchers. All players, okay? Right now, the most putouts is being done by Frank Howard of the Senators. He has 103 putouts. He has already got 3 errors, okay? I like this. for my cashes, which means the most to me a lot of times in the American League. Bob Rogers has 187 putouts. Most of those are strikeouts. He has participated in 4 double plays. He does have 2 pass balls. I like that. You can't find this in a lot of the other games, which makes it probably one of the best stat package games out here. But this is not a play-by-play game. The play-by-play game is just part of the game. And if I roll my own dice or even use theirs, I prefer my own dice, I am accurate right now. And let me show you real quick, and I will get off the air. That I'll do. For the league, the American League batting stats right now, they're batting at an average of 245. Okay. According to the 1965 stats, the Sims too. But let me go back to here. 1965 stats. Okay. Hang on, I'm in the one place I still haven't figured out how to get across on the camera, which is the internet. The 1965 season for the American League. Let me get into the American League. At the end of the season for the American League, the batting average was 242. I'm 3 points above the batting average. I can't give you the totals for the home runs, stuff like that, because we're not that deep in. I don't think this thing gives me the season up to a certain day, which I wish Baseball Reference could, but they don't. If they can, somebody let me know. But that's their batting stats right now, okay? Pitching-wise in the American League. Their ERA right now is 3.46. Okay? Mine is 3.57. So I've got a few more runs coming in, but that's the American League. Otherwise, other stats I can't give you yet. I probably give you a whip and batting average. But the 245 you all know about. Whip, let's see if it's in here. The whip in the American League is 1.27. My whip is 1.30. It's accurate, guys. I can't complain. Everything over here is on me. I'm not throwing as many. I'm throwing some great complete games. This is 1965, not 2017. My Says is having a ball, though. I'm having a blast. And if everybody remembers, relievers weren't really highly known. Anyway, guys, I've given my spiel. Everybody take care. It's been fun. I forgot about the Sims, Al. I apologize. I want to thank everybody for showing up. This has been a great game. I enjoy it. And I think it's great, so I love this. So there is no questions about it. You can't get me to change that. So everybody take care. Have a wonderful evening. Cyrus, I hope you guys looked at. I did this on purpose, and I emailed you back. You know me, I have a blog going on in Skeetersoft. It's under Clint's 1965 MP3 season and box scores. You need to take a look at who my player of the game is for the Chicago Mets game. I hope you guys like it. Have a ball. It's been grateful. Let me know when they come on in. I will download it again. Now, do I need to download it off your page, or can I just do it like we just did here? Or import it in from the emails. That'd be great. Again, I thank everybody very much for showing up. We have changes in MP3, very, very well done changes. So if you guys get a chance and you get into the Skeetersoft blogs, please thank Cyrus. And I know a couple of his staffers are also in there. I think one of them is Mark Ruck, and there's another one in there. Please thank them too for taking the time to make these changes to make this game great. Thank you all very much, and have a great and wonderful evening.